Hi Gemini, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of February 19th through the 25th. This is for Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, and Gemini Rising signs. So Gemini, for this reading, I'm using the 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot along with the Healing with the Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. This is definitely a very interesting reading. So, okay, so I could be speaking to a select group of Geminis. So it's for the Geminis. This is a reading for the Geminis that need to hear it. So if you can't resonate with this reading, please watch your other signs, or I suggest having a private reading. But very, very interesting. At the bottom of the deck, I have the 7 of Pentacles. So with the 7 of Pentacles is you working very hard and planting those seeds, but having to wait to reap those rewards from, those seeds that you've planted, all of that hard work or energy that you've put into something here. But let's see, very, very interesting. I feel right off the bat that, some of you are maybe trying to find something out. I feel that very strongly here right off the bat. So I feel like some of you are trying to find something out or get down to the bottom of something. Maybe you're dealing with a person who is very mysterious or just, keeping things to themselves. Maybe you feel as though they're hiding something from you. Or if you have like a secret, if you have, if there's something that you could be stressing about it, worrying about it, maybe worried about if it's going to come to light. It could be something like that. It's a very, very interesting spread. The overall energy for the week is actually the 5 of Swords. So 5s for me, honestly, they can represent a challenging energy. But they don't have to be huge challenges, just small obstacles that we have to work through. That's life. We all have to work through these challenges or these little obstacles here. With the 5 of Swords, it can represent conflicts, arguments, deception. It also can represent you putting your foot down, drawing a line in the sand. It can come up when you're giving someone an ultimatum. And what's interesting is we have the Chariot here. I pulled an additional clarifying card and we have the Chariot, which I always view the Chariot as an empowered person. This person is in the driver's seat. They're in control. They can steer this Chariot exactly where they want to go. So for some of you, you could be putting your foot down. You could be giving someone an ultimatum here, and if that's the case, you're actually empowered. Maybe you feel empowered with doing this. The Chariot is also a card of victory. So for some of you, by you maybe putting your foot down with someone, or I'm even getting kind of cutting your losses here and maybe just simply walking away from a conflict, walking away from a challenging situation or environment. By you doing that, you're actually going, you're gaining that victory by just simply walking away and not dealing with something any longer. What's interesting is we have that 7 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which I mentioned is planting those seeds. It's investing into something here, but having to wait to reap those rewards. But it also can speak about, you kind of reevaluating a situation. You've been working hard, you've been planting those seeds. Some of you are asking yourself, what am I getting out of this? Is this worth any more of my, hard work, my energy? Should I invest, any longer into this? So some of you are asking yourself that here, definitely. We have the 4 of Pentacles here, which the 4 of Pentacles sometimes can be someone who is kind of gripping something tightly, hanging on to something here. There might be the need to let go for some of you, absolutely. And by you letting go, it's almost like you're going to free up some of this this energy. We have the Four of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords, excuse me, with the Eight of Swords. And, you know, the Eight of Swords, I do see it as a hindrance. It's a self-restrictive sort of energy. This can be someone who's not in touch with their intuition, someone who, you know, is too nervous, too scared to move forward with something. Can represent fear and anxiety. And so if you are a Gemini that needs to let go of something, of someone, of something, this can be some fear that you're dealing with, some nervous energy, you not taking action. For a small number of you, I can see this as a hindrance, as that self-restrictive sort of energy. With the Five of Pentacles here, I see the Five of Pentacles as like a down and out sort of energy, someone who's feeling alone or feeling depressed, feeling challenged, definitely. Losing faith with something here. And for a small number of you, it could be financial. Maybe something or a situation has been draining you financially, and so that's causing you a lot of anxiety here. You know, what's interesting is we have the High Priestess here. So, you know, I mentioned with the Eight of Swords, it can be someone who's not listening to their intuition because this mental energy, this fear, this anxiety has got a hold of you. It's blocking you from being able to really hear your intuition clearly. So for some of you, you need to gain back control. Definitely you need to take back your power. And some of you, that's simply, you know, taking back you know, power over these negative thoughts. You need to listen to your intuition when it comes to this situation. For a small number of you, you might need to be a little bit more flexible, or even possibly playing your cards close to your chest. You know, with the High Priestess, she's someone who plays her cards close to her chest. If you feel the need to keep something to yourself, then do that. But, you know, like I mentioned, as soon as I laid out this spread, you know, I felt very strongly that for some of you, there's like a secret, or there's something that's hidden. And I feel like you're trying to get down to the bottom of it. It's causing you some anxiety or some mental stress for some of you. And I feel like some of you are maybe dealing with a secretive person now, because we have the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups here. Definitely could be a water sign person. Could be a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. I feel Pisces and Cancer the strongest. So you could be dealing with a person who is, maybe you feel like they're hiding things from you. That could be why we have this Five of Swords energy. There could be arguments due to this. For a few of you, you could be waiting on this person to maybe clarify some things, or maybe make a decision. With the Nine of Wands here, you know, I see some of you mentally drained, and I think you're physically, you know, exhausted as well. This situation is just definitely draining, maybe in every way. It's just draining. The Nine of Wands here, you know, this person has been through a lot. They're tired, they're exhausted, but with that being said, they're still standing. They're not backing down. This person has a tremendous amount of inner strength and courage. You know, this card very much speaks about perseverance. So, you know, you're persevering. You will get through whatever this is. Some of you need to maybe reevaluate this whole situation. Is it worth any more of your time, your energy? And you know what's interesting is we have the King and the Queen of Cups here. So for some of you, it is a relationship matter. Again, you could be in a relationship with a water sign person, but not necessarily. Maybe you're both just very emotional this week. I see these two people obviously as emotional beings. You know, they make decisions based on their emotions. And with this Nine of Wands, you know, maybe this person is tiring you, or this situation is just tiring. But then we also have the Six of Wands here as well, which is like the light at the end of the tunnel. It's success, it's victory, it's you feeling proud of yourself, it's acknowledgement, it's confidence. So some of you, if you're struggling with maybe changing your mind or making a decision here or walking away from a difficult situation, you will, I feel, you will get there. There will be some sort of conclusion or resolution to this situation here. This is that light at the end of the tunnel here. So it's just a very, very interesting spread. It's only a weekly forecast. And the reason why, you know, I don't reshuffle, you know, I would never, but the reason I don't is because, you know, I feel that this is a forecast, this is a reading for those Geminis, those people that really need to hear these messages. This is important for some of you. So again, it might not be for you because it's just a general reading. So please watch your other signs. I can't stress that enough. You know, I'm just the messenger. I don't make the rules. But with this Six of Wands here, this is some sort of victory, I feel, that is coming in for you. You actually have two cards of victory here in the spread with the Chariot, which is the ultimate victory card, and then also the Six of Wands. So if this is a relationship matter or a stressful job situation or a legal matter, whatever this is, you know, there's going to be success here. You know, if you've had financial difficulties, what can help you is in some way cutting back, not spending as much, focusing on saving your money. And if you have to be secretive about that, you know, maybe you're married, maybe you have a significant other, a husband, a wife that doesn't want you to save money, whatever the, you know, situation may be, doing what you feel is right. That's what's needed at this time. And maybe being a little bit more conservative if this is a financial matter, not spending as much, cutting back, you know, really making an effort to maybe put some money aside each week. That could be, you know, very helpful. But let's pull you an additional guidance card. What else does Gemini need to know? Gemini, additional guidance for Gemini for this upcoming week. Interesting. Okay, that's very interesting. It's actually study. So study obviously represents studying, doing research, reading up on things. So no matter how you resonate with this, what can help you is by researching things. Maybe getting online, going to the library, whatever it may be, needing to do some sort of research. Also, needing to pay attention to the details. I'm getting that as well. Needing to focus on maybe the small things, because I feel like, again, some of you are trying to get down to the bottom of something, trying to figure something out. And so what can help you is, I feel, paying attention to the details and maybe even like studying, you know, what people are saying, how someone is acting, you know, really kind of honing in on someone or something. You know, that's going to help you, Gemini. Okay, so I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to me, definitely please be sure to subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. I do wish you all a wonderful week.